In the heart of the Serengeti, where the golden savanna meets the endless sky, lived a couple whose love was as fierce as the African sun. Akinyi, with her dark, soulful eyes and laughter that could rival the songs of the savannah, was a beacon of light to all who knew her. Kofi, tall and strong, with a smile that could disarm the wildest of beasts, was her perfect counterpart. They were inseparable, their spirits intertwined like the ancient baobab trees that dotted their homeland. From childhood, Akinyi and Kofi had been destined for one another. They grew up chasing each other through the tall grasses, their laughter mingling with the calls of the wild. As they blossomed into adulthood, their bond only deepened, a love forged in the fire of shared dreams and whispered promises. Kofi was a warrior, brave and noble, a protector of his people. Akinyi was a healer, her touch bringing comfort to the sick and weary. Together, they were a force of nature, their love a sanctuary in a world that could be both beautiful and brutal. Their village was a haven of peace, nestled beside a river that shimmered under the African sun. Life was simple but rich, filled with the rhythms of the earth and the traditions of their ancestors. Each day, Akinyi would gather herbs and tend to the ailing, while Kofi stood guard, ever watchful, his spear at the ready. One fateful evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting the land in hues of orange and purple, a shadow fell over their paradise. A band of marauders, driven by greed and malice, descended upon the village. The air was thick with the scent of fear and the acrid smoke of burning huts. Kofi, fierce and unyielding, led the defense. His heart pounded not just with the desire to protect his people, but with the desperate need to save Akinyi. The battle raged, the clash of steel against steel, the cries of the wounded and dying. In the midst of chaos, Akinyi worked tirelessly, her hands stained with the blood of the injured, her heart aching with each life she could not save. Her eyes searched the battlefield for Kofi, her soul tethered to his, praying to the ancestors for his safety. As dawn broke, the marauders retreated, leaving devastation in their wake. The village lay in ruins, a haunting silence replacing the once vibrant life. Kofi, battered and bloodied, staggered through the smoke, his heart a leaden weight in his chest. He found Akinyi crumpled beside their hut, her once bright eyes now dim. A spear, meant for him, had found her instead. Kofi fell to his knees, gathering her in his arms, his tears mingling with the dust. The world faded around him, his only reality the lifeless body of his beloved. In that moment, time ceased to exist. Kofi's heart shattered, each beat a painful reminder of the love he had lost. The sun rose higher, casting long shadows over the land, but Kofi remained, cradling Akinyi, his grief a silent scream to the heavens. The village mourned their sorrow, a somber hymn to the couple who had embodied their spirit. Akinyi was buried beneath a grand baobab tree, its ancient branches a testament to the enduring strength of their love. Kofi, his heart broken, took up the mantle of both warrior and healer, his life a tribute to the woman who had been his everything. Years passed, and the story of Akinyi and Kofi became legend, a tale of love so powerful it defied even death. The baobab tree grew tall and strong, a symbol of hope and resilience, its roots entwined with the spirit of a love that could never truly die. In the heart of Africa, where the wild things roam and the earth breathes with the pulse of ancient rhythms, the spirit of Akinyi and Kofi lives on. Their love, a bright flame in the darkness, a reminder that even in the face of tragedy, love endures, eternal as the stars above the Serengeti.